started enjoying the wrong friends, you started enjoying the wrong things, and you forgot about the presence of Jesus. And when you ask yourself, am I truly satisfied? Am I truly filled? You know that there's this emptiness inside of your heart because you're looking for love, satisfaction, peace, and joy in all the wrong places, when all you need is the touch and the presence of Jesus. You've been running away from God's hand because you think that you could do this on your own. You think that this is where I could find my peace, where I could find my purpose. But in the end, you end up in a hole, in a cycle again and again. You go to sleep at night, wake up in the morning wondering what your purpose is in life. Your life has no color. It is full of death. It is full of oppression and fear and worry because you are no longer rooting yourself in Jesus. And you may say, but I go to church on Sundays. I haven't forgotten to attend my church services in my local church. That is not the point. The question is, have you been seeking the presence of God? Have you heard the voice of God this week? Have you read the Bible? Are you preaching to your neighbor? Did you speak about your testimony all throughout the week, all throughout your day? Have you been involving Jesus, or is Jesus just someone you call on and whenever you need help, whenever you feel weak, whenever you feel tired? Friend, Jesus wants to walk with you. Jesus doesn't want to be a part of your life. Jesus wants to be your life. And if you're wondering, why is my life still like this? Why can't I be a blessing to others? Why can't others see Jesus in me? Well, maybe it's because the man in the world and you who claim to be a Christian, there's no longer a difference. There's no longer a line. I want to remind you that you are called to be the salt and the light of the world, a city on a hilltop that cannot be hidden. Remember, what point is it to be famous here on earth if heaven doesn't even know your name? What point is there to have many friends, gain money, have all these kinds of temporary things, but at the end, when you meet Jesus face to face, he won't know your name. And after service, ministry after ministry, or you may be a backslider, you would question yourself, was it ever worth it? So right now, I want to remind you that you can recover. You can come back into the presence of God. And I pray that this would be the last time of you being lukewarm. You can recover. All it takes is one step, just like the prodigal son. When the prodigal son realized that he needed his father, all he needed was the arms, the love of the father. He came to his senses and said, I am coming back. And while he was still a long way off, the only time that God ran was when God saw you coming back. So you can recover and come back to the first love. What could profit a man against the whole world but lose